Memphis Bleak speaks on what he heard through the grapevine about Foxy Brown possibly performing during Jay-Z's tour.
I wanted to see her.
But they said she was there.
They kept teasing all day.
She
Yeah,
got cold
tease.
feet. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. You know, rumor has it.
I thought about that. That would have been a dope experience.
Yeah.
To see Foxy Brown hit the stage. I definitely would have been excited to see that.
Does she still have like hearing issues?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea about her health.
I think that was the last thing that I've heard from from why you don't see Foxy Brown or why you don't see her perform or hear new music or anything like.
I had no clue.
That was a while ago though, so I don't know if it's improved or whatever, but whatever the case may be, she's still a human being at the end of the day. And
sure.
You never know, what's going on.
Because I'm thinking like Memphis, like it. Why would you say she got cold feet? I feel like certain things is like, why would you say that? I don't know. Because I would just be like,
he would know if anybody would.
Yeah, but I feel like if y'all know each other, would somebody want somebody else to put them on blast to be like, yeah, she was there, but she got scared, so she ran. That's how I look at it. Like, why would you? You could have worded it like that. You could have worded it differently. It just be like, yeah, it would have been dope seeing Foxy. I heard she was there. That's all you had to say. I just feel like that's kind of like putting somebody on Front Street. Like, hey, he was gonna DJ, but he got scared. You would feel away. Because what do you say? Dress it up and make it real. Make it sound a little bit better than that. Now, there's a Harlem DJ known as DJ Webstar. He's explaining, well, he didn't even really explain it, but he said he was close to Cassie, which why the next audio you gonna hear is gonna shake the table.
Cassie unfollowed me because this is the first time I'm saying this too. This is crazy. I wrote a character letter for Puff. Yeah, so I was very close with Cassie. I still consider her my sister. It's like I love her. You know what I'm saying? What they went through, they went through. I wasn't there for.
You cannot love me and write a character witness letter for.
No, you're wrong.
Is this a two things can be true, D?
No.
That's what I be saying. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Not in this situation, because if you're saying Cassie is your sister, that's different. If Puffy is your brother, first and foremost, then I expect you, unfortunately, to have allegiance, a natural allegiance to losers. That's what it's gonna be. But you can't. You could have just stayed out of it completely, but you picked a side.
Regardless of how y'all feel about the allegations on Puffy or whatever, we saw him beat that girl up while she was on the way to the elevator. So nobody can do my sisters like that.
And we've had conversations plenty of times, like, can you be friends with somebody that your close friend is not cool with? And I think this is similar to that conversation. Like,
hell no.
Especially if it's been to this extent. So I'm not surprised Cassie unfollowed you. Sound like more people probably should. That's the morning gossip right here on Hustle and Shyne in the morning. We'll be back at 6:38 on Kansas City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jams. Hot 103 Jams, Kansas City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Good morning, Raytown. You up hustling and shining.
6:38 on your time. High of 90 for the day. Currently, it is 70 and sunny in Raytown.
Team USA track and field member Tiffany McReynolds, who was on Hustle and Shine in the morning yesterday, she is hosting the second annual Happily Ever Faster Summer Track Camp this Sunday, the 19th, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Washington High School. Shout out to the Wash House at 7340 Leavenworth Road in KCK. The camp is open to youth ages 7 through 18. Go to happilyeverfaster.org to register. There's free school supplies. Backpacks will be provided while supplies last. Caring about the community. Hot 103 Jams. Tiffany, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for the Lamars.
I know Myron definitely appreciates that Lamar.
Yo, so this is going to cause some major headaches next year.
What is it?
A big old stretch of I-70 will be closed for nearly all of next year as they have this Project 70 on and cracking. Oh, Lord. So the Missouri Department of Transportation, they announced that Prospect to Emmanuel Cleaver II and on I-70, it'll be closed for 11 months to complete mainline work on that interstate. And they'll work on adding a fourth eastbound I-70 through lane, replacing the mainline I-70 bridges, and reconstructing the mainline I-70 at Benton Boulevard and Jackson Avenue. So this is going to cause a lot of headaches.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the map because they have it pictured to really show you, because you might hear it and seeing it is a completely different thing.
Yeah, so, that's right by downtown. Oh, Lord, have
I'm
mercy.
looking at this right here. I'm like,
yeah. They
all the way.
So, they said that closing I-70 to perform the work maximizes safety for motorists, pedestrians, and workers, and minimizes overall inconveniences for motorists. Look.
They got to do what they got to do.
Right. It's all about short-term, disruption, which is the 11 months, for long-term, which can be, 50 years, 100 years, or whatever.
When we be complaining about construction being there from your childhood to your adult life, that's what we talking about right now.
Right.
So might as well just pick 11 months to get it done.
Deal with it, y'all. Just like you need to deal with daylight savings time.
Yeah, that's been a hot topic. It might be gone. Yeah. You might not hear the OGs say, turn your clock back. You might not hear that no more. We'll be talking about that up next. Hustle and Shine in the morning. Okay, City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Side 103 J. Take you back to 2010 with that joint. Yeah, boy. That used to make the club go up.
That was crazy.
Good morning, KCK. You up hustling and shining.
That was a crazy time. You said 2010 is when it came out? So it probably really took like 2010, 2011.
2011,
yeah. So that was my freshman year of high school. And it was lit. God. For sure.
Damn.
6:53 on your time. It is a high of 90 again. Yes, it's hot today. Currently, it is 70, sunny skies at the Grandview Triangle.
You got Similac on that microphone over there.
All right, now.
Look at you.
Not too much. Not too much.
You little youngin'. Mark what?
Cut his mic.
Man, please. He on vacation. So, next.
Allegedly.
Hot 103 Jams is looking for the next voice of the city. If you have 1 to 3 years of college radio or professional on-air experience, we want to hear from you. Go to kprs.com, click careers, and apply today with your demo, cover letter, and resume. Creating opportunities for our community. We are Hot 103 Jams. Shout out to our interns we got this year, man.
Yeah,
they on fire.
Yeah.
I love those. I love those guys. Hey, yo. So that U.S. House voted yesterday, D, to pass a measure to enact year-round daylight savings time across the country, springing Congress forward into an issue that has long stumped lawmakers and spurred impassionate pleas by parents, farmers, and others with sharply divergent views. So it'll head to the Senate for approval before going to the president for his signature, though its chances in the upper chamber remain unclear. So proponents argue that it would spare Americans from having to change their clocks. Whoop-de-doo.
Which we don't even do. It's
Right.
2026.
Exactly.
The clock changes itself.
Exactly. Disrupting young children's sleep schedules. Are we serious? And arguably causing more seasonal depression. It's going to happen anyway. But detractors say it could have economic consequences, particularly for farmers who would have to wrestle with their later sunrises. The House vote was 308 to 117. So, many cities would have a very, very late morning. Like, it would be dark. Really,
just think about the winter too for some of those cities and areas. It's going to be. I don't know the projected time, but I mean that's what some people are, advocating against. Or it's like it's going to endanger the lives of people commuting to, school. Or whatnot.
One of their arguments is like it would keep Americans from losing an hour of sleep in the spring. We talking about 1 hour out of the year, y'all. Come on. Seriously? It's that big of a deal with that?
They need to add more hours since we customizing stuff, since we hitting the
add more hours.
settings.
How we gonna do that?
We need, I'm just saying, they making up stuff as we go along is what it's giving.
They really are.
We might as well, what we need to be focused on now, get on my soapbox, is turning the 5-day work week into 4. How about we have that conversation?
Look, lawmakers, like, they talking about the farmers and stuff.
Yeah.
They're saying that some people won't see a sunlight until after 9 a.m., fam. That's wild.
Crazy.
Sunrise at 9 a.m.? Hell no. Are we serious? That's crazy.
That is
Can you imagine waking up at 8:30 and it look like 5 a.m.? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
What? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Well, cousins, you know what's next? It's 7-Eleven roll call, but we need your help. Go ahead and text us the name of a friend, family member, that colleague, that boss, that student, that teacher, whoever it is on your mind or on your heart. Go ahead and text us. 816-900-4103. Text us their name, and even if you want to shout out yourself, you can go ahead and do it. Ain't nobody going to judge you. 7-Eleven roll call is happening up next on Hustle and Shyne in the Morning. Kansas City's #1 for that hip-hop, that R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jams. Hot 103 Jams, Kansas City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. East Side, KC Mo. Good morning. You up, hustling and shining.
712 on your time. It is a high of 90. Currently, it is 72. First Skies at 7th Street Casino.
Big love to all the cousins that's tapping that Hot 103 Jams app. Love and appreciate you, as well as his cousins looking at us live in the Brown and Kruger studios on that Hot 103 Jams live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And of course, the biggest love to all the cousins that's in them cars riding around. Get it, listening to Hustle and Shine from the Grandview Triangle, from I-29 and I-35 in the Northland, from Gregory and Bruce R. Watkins to 55th and Bruce R. Watkins. We see you over there on I-435 and Blue Parkway, from I-70 and I-435 and KCK. Wherever you are, however you doing it, around the town, you're listening to Hustle and Shine in the morning. We love and appreciate you so much because you literally could have been anywhere else in the world.
But you decided to be here with us today, and we appreciate you and your time, cousin.
Let's go.
It's time for that 7-Eleven roll call. Only on Hustle and Shine in the Morning. Big love to Marcus Hearn, Carver Harris. I see you in the Facebook comments. Send us some love per usual. And then, of course, that text line is stumping. Shout out to Gail Cave. Somebody said, that's my mama from the 913. Shout out to Audra K. She's the best mother ever. She said, I choose her again to be my mom in every life after this one. The strongest woman I know. That's big love. So, yeah, shout out to you, Mama Andra K. We sending some love to you, too. Who else we got? We got Marquand, Demarion, headed to practices. Mama love y'all. Have a great day from Quita. Happy hump day. Sent over from Drone and the whole crew. Good morning, fam. Shout out to Platte Valley sanitation crew for showing up in this heat and getting the job done earlier every day. Yeah, big love for y'all. We appreciate everything that you do, because those are the jobs that I feel like people forget that it got to get done.
It got
you know how
to.
we wake up and stuff just automatically happens?
Yep.
Like sometimes your mama does stuff for you. She done cleaned up the kit. It's not magical.
I don't know about that. I ain't had that life.
You know, it's magical. You know, my mom did do a couple things for me, but I sure got called by my first, my middle, and my last when it was time for me.
I want to say it so bad.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay.
You can't, that ain't P, my boy.
It's not.
Saying the government name is crazy. And then Stacey Davis sending some love to you, Rich Harris, Brandon Blake. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are having an amazing Wednesday. We halfway through the week. The Monica Logan voice is already the weekend.
It's Friday.
Almost. We do have the morning gossip coming up at 7:24. Cardi B, she is unfortunately on another rant. Yes, we got the audio from it. And we censored it, so you know how that goes. And Monique, she's firing back at Tiffany Haddish, so it's going to be a lot of controversy coming up. But before it ends, the Ultimate Lil Wayne road trip, we got that going down
the
right
sneaky
now.
link.
You already know that premium link is now open, but only for 10 minutes. That keyword, guess what it is? It's TRIP. TRIP. Send it over to 816-900-4103. Just hit up that attorney Roger White. I got you text line.
He can turn a wreck into a check online, and I got you down there.
And then you receive the link and get yourself qualified to win 4 tickets to see Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz live at the 20 Years of Carter Classics Tour. It's going down in St. Louis July 30th, plus $500 for your travel expenses. That means we got you. Go to KPRS.com for those contest rules. And, of course, that grand prize winner is going to be announced on the 24th of this month at 4:12 p.m.
Real quick, shout out to Young Keith for the Point of View shirt. I appreciate you, man. I love my Point of View shirt, man. It's cracking, dog. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on the stream, y'all.
It compliments the hat, too. I like that.
Thanks, D.
Yeah. Shout out to Northwest.
Hustle and Shine in the morning. Kansas City's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jams.
TMG, the morning gossip. It's the morning gossip with Hustle and Shine on Hot 103 Jam.
726 on your time, high of 90. Currently, it is 72 at Raytown South. Cardi B is back at it again on Twitter the other day in the audio space. I think it's called Spaces, yes, on Twitter. Defending Stephon Diggs and attacks Christopher Griffith, who is a known stylist and I guess now former friends of Diggs, who currently is suing Diggs for sexual assault.
I really hate how y'all got me defending him. This light-skinned albino came on the internet and told the story 3 different times. Your story wasn't getting picked up how you wanted it to get picked up. You juiced it up.
Now, in a separate lawsuit, this same guy, Christopher Griffith, reached a settlement with NFL star's brother, Stephon's brother, in a separate lawsuit for an alleged beatdown. And TMZ had learned that he settled for $10 million with this lawsuit. Now, quick context. Well, now we might not have time for quick context, but one settlement kind of verifies to an extent the other possible settlement. I'll put it like that. We'll talk more about it on the stream in detail. Lastly, Monique fires back at Tiffany Haddish after a GQ interview.
They asked her about me. What she said was, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I don't have that husband of hers. Well, if you had a husband like mine, I don't think you would be in the situations that you get in. I don't think DUIs would be on your record. If you had a husband like mine, I don't think you would be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming children.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Yikes. Oh, no.
That's what we call going big on big. Who would you not like to argue with, Monique or Cardi B?
Monique. I can handle Cardi. Monique? Oh, no. And we done had Monique on the show plenty of times and nothing. You don't want that, man.
Yeah, I get that for sure. Well, that's the morning gossip on Hustle and Shine in the morning. We'll be back right here. It's Kansas City's number one for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jams.
Shine traffic trending now on Hot 103 Jams.
Good morning. Traffic is sponsored by Delta.
Throwbacks take you back to the fall of 1998. Good morning, Raytown. You up hustling and shining.
740 on your time. High of 90. Currently it is 72 at Raytown South.
Get your wet wipes. Taco Bell has issued a statement as experts believe they may have found a source of the outbreak of explosive diarrhea that has spread nationwide.
Yuck.
So on Taco Tuesday, matter of fact, the Taco Bell restaurant chain issued a statement saying it had voluntarily and temporarily removed limited ingredients at select restaurants as precautionary measure. We will continue to closely monitor the situation and follow the guidance of public health authorities. So in a call with reporters yesterday, federal health officials did not directly respond to a question about whether they are looking at Taco Bell or any specific food vendor or distributor. Quote, the FDA certainly is continuing its traceback investigation on multiple produce items and also including locations that are reported by the case patients before they became sick. That is from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's acting deputy commissioner of food. That is a long title.
Yeah.
So in Michigan, where more than 3,300 cases have been reported, that was the response for Taco Bell. So, or the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Yikes. Scary times right now.
Yeah, this parasite is causing mass toilet tissue consumption.
I'm not, shout out to all the restaurants, but Taco Bell wasn't at the top of my list right now. So if you were eating at Taco Bell, you was playing a dangerous game.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's be a bucket of bean about it. Literally, So there's that.
I mean, look, you don't need no Ozempic. I've been seeing people they're saying that they're losing a lot of weight with this,
Yeah, but that's temporary.
with this parasite.
Yeah,
so.
I bet.
He said it's
I bet you are.
It ain't permanent.
It ain't.
No. Put a little workout in with that.
Be careful out there, cousins.
Cause what?
Just be careful.
Be careful where you sit.
Be careful with everything. Keep your head on the swivel.
Speaking of food, Gordon Ramsay, he's casting struggling restaurants, and there could be a few in Kansas City that could be on the list. We'll talk about it in about 10 minutes. Hustle and Shine in the morning on Kansas City's number one for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jams.
Good morning. Traffic is sponsored by Dell Technologies. Still looking nice out there. Let's check the traffic times as you're headed out the door. 29 miles to 35 split to the airport. 15 minutes, but you are slowing at the turn. Also, coming in from Cass County, 58 highway to the Grandview Triangle. 49 northbound. Still 8 minutes for you. Back to school starts now. Get the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel 4 from $699. Find yours at Dell.com/deals. I'm LaMonica Logan, Hot 103 Jams.
Fueled by Advent Health. With 5 Johnson County locations, you're always near an Advent Health ER. Find your nearest ER or schedule a visit for non-life or limb-threatening emergencies at getinquickerkc.com.
This hour's music is fueled by Top Dog Law.
Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to top.
Speaking about food, I had to.
Kansas City's number one for hip hop and R&B. Hot 103 Jams.
And it ain't Taco Bell, I'll tell you that much. It ain't Taco Bell, I'll tell you that much. Nice little panini.
You see someone and you judge them, you don't know what story they're be gentle.
This is an important announcement for anyone on Medicaid who needs help at home. Did you know a family member, close friend, or trusted loved one could be paid to take care of?
103 Jams, Kansas City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Top City, Topeka. What's happening? We love y'all over there. Good morning. Yup, Hustle and Shynin.
7:55 on your time. High up 91. Currently it is 76. Sunny skies down parallel.
So I just text you a graphic about just going back real quick to the daylight savings time topic. So the current system we have, if we fall back in November, we fall back an hour. Sunrise in January is at approximately 7:40 a.m. and sunset in January is approximately 5:15 p.m. If they have it how they want it in the house, sunrise in January, y'all, in Kansas City will be at 8:40 a.m. We won't even see the sun right now in January if they go ahead with permanent daylight savings time. And sunset in January will be 6:15 p.m. Which that ain't bad.
Yeah, that ain't bad. But the sunrise is a little bit interesting. Yeah.
What we talking about?
And that's so. Would people with jobs change the hours?
No, probably not.
They changed to 4 days a week. I'm with that.
Make it more convenient for us, please. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay, he's ready to rescue restaurants, and he's looking at Kansas City. So they're casting for struggling restaurants in Kansas City, Nashville, and Minneapolis. And the announcement also mentions that producers have the right to change cities if they wish. So the website asks that restaurants if they are ready to turn things around and that Gordon Ramsay could change your life. The site does not say what the show is or how Ramsay is involved in the show.
Right.
Restaurant owners who are interested in help, you need to apply at jscasting.com/Gordon.
Get on that.
And get on the questionnaire and all that. I remember 2019, he had that one show where he was saving restaurants, and it was I forgot what that restaurant was called. It was on the plaza. Not the plaza. It was on 18th and Vine. It had turned into the Corner Bistro.
That's what it was before?
I forgot what it was before. It was the Corner. But yeah, they tried to help that restaurant out. They did. They did a wonderful job or whatever. And the Vine has changed over the years. So.
Of course. Yeah, well, shout out to Gordon Ramsay and his team for looking to invest and do something here in the town. I mean, that could be interesting. It's we always talk about investments in reality shows and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm sure Love and Hip Hop.
Oh no! Don't do that. Don't.
What would be Love and Hip Hop Kansas City? Is that on the way?
No, it's not. No, we don't need that now.
Real Housewives of
put Mary Lucas in on
the episode.
Love and Hip Hop Kansas City.
That would be interesting.
What's the word is on the way? I can't wait to.
We got something new. We got something that is brand spanking new. It's
gonna be a riot.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
809, tap in, Hustle and Shine in the morning. 810, 811. Matter of fact, Kansas City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Hot 103 Jam.
Okay, we like that. Oh, girl.
WTW, what the what?
Hey, what's the word?
Is what's the word? On Hot 103 Jam.
This is where we break down a slang term or phrase that you may or may not use in the workplace. Today's phrase is very new. I want to say like it's only been like really viral in the last like 2 weeks or so. It is quiet on the creek.
Okay, we like that.
I know you ain't never heard that.
Not for real.
Because I heard it like 3 days ago and was like, I think I get what that means, but what that mean? So Saucy Santana was on live not that long ago, and he said it a couple times, and people just kind of took it and ran with it and used it. So it was originated with the idea that when you go fishing, to not scare the fishes as you trying to catch them, you got to be quiet on the creek. Like literally, you got to be quiet. Okay. So it is similar to another way of saying keep that information on the low. Like keep quiet on the creek.
Oh, like not saying your full name?
Yeah. You need to keep that quiet on the creek for real.
Now,
I haven't really got too jazzy with it to really, incorporate it in my everyday conversation. So, I might sound like the old head that's trying to sound cool. Oh. So, to my youngest out there, my apologies. I ain't got hip yet with
Auntie Deona.
That's what it's giving. But yeah, so maybe someone is just too loud about something. It's just like not physically loud, but the information.
Chill.
Like they're like, oh, weren't you at that concert? And they said,
hey!
Quiet on the creek.
Say it again.
Quiet on the creek. Make sure you clip that. So that's really it. Somebody is just saying stuff that you would rather keep on the low. Hello. You just tell them quiet on the creek.
Like how I was about to blurt out something in our meeting the other day with Boss Man. Hello. And then you was like, hey!
Probably. I don't know. You be unhinged. That's that Leo in you. You be unhinged sometimes, and I'm like, hey, quiet on the creek.
My bad.
Unless you want to be in here for another.
Oh.
I said what I said.
You want to be in there for another hour?
No, I don't.
Quiet on the creek, brother. Keep that info on the low. Shh. What's the word for the day? Use it, don't abuse it. Your boss says something that they probably should keep on the low, or your coworker, be like, quiet on the creek. We got the morning gossip up next. TMG. We'll be talking about one of my goats, Brandy Norwood. Up next, Hustle and Shyne in the morning. OK City's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwback.
Shot 103 Jams.
Hustle and Shine on Hot 103 Jam.
8:26 on your time. It is a high of 90. Currently, it is 75, sunny skies in the River Market. Brandy Norwood is encouraging people to have courage and to be kind after fans criticize her recent look at an event.
You know, you see someone and you judge them. You don't know what story they're carrying. You don't know what they've been through or anything like that. So just be kind and be gentle.
Facts. And the example we bring up all the time was Chadwick Boseman. People were saying things about his weight, not knowing the ignorance that they were spewing out because he was really sick. So we don't know. This is why we need to be quiet, shut up, and mind our own business.
Same thing with Money Long. She had a complete transformation with her face. You clear as day. She battles lupus. She wasn't 100% that vocal about it when she first started her career, of course, because I mean that's a personal thing.
It's her business.
Yeah, it's her business. But of course, over time, you've seen her talk about it a little bit more, and people kind of register that she does have lupus, and and being a buck and a bean, like people's weight, people's appearance, people's whatever is going to fluctuate. Like that's life. And if you on certain medications, there are certain medications that you might need to take that will make you blow up, like steroids. That makes you look a little bit chubby and bigger, and it might just be for that month, and then the next month you back small. Like ain't nobody got time for other people to be judging them, because think about it, it could be you. How would you feel if that was your mama, your sister, your brother? Like Quiet on the Creek. Mic drop. Let's sing our song. Hey, this ain't the song I would have picked, but it's my song. Yeah, I let you do your thing. Woo. I ain't even gonna run. I ain't even gonna lie. Since I got in the club. What would you pick? I don't know. She has so many amazing songs. Was this Aphrodisiac?
No, Full Moon.
Full Moon, yes.
Hey, bring that back.
I probably would have picked something off the first album. But
Wanna Be Down.
She got a lot of classics. The Wanna Be Down remix. I gotta play the remix.
Oh, okay.
That's the morning gossip right here on Hustle and Shine in the Morning. You can know we got something special for the cancers. Birthday shout outs for you.
Pre-Leo season.
We also got Cypress Hill tickets. Shaking my head. Cancers, I love you. If he halfway love you, I fully love you. We'll be back. Hustle and Shine in the Morning on KCD's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Side 103 Jams.